would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want to fight. Like, there's a decision.
It's like part of your life, a boxer, like to fight. And I grow in boxing. As long as I'm still enjoying the training, I'm happy continuing my career.
Manny actually wanted to fight me.
Really?
Yeah, like behind the scenes, like a bunch of conversations. It didn't seem like very exciting, you know?
Following his fight with Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao made it clear he has no plans to retire. With calm confidence, he stated that nothing is impossible, even hinting at a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather. While he didn't confirm anything outright, Pacquiao left the door wide open, saying only God knows what the future holds. His words sparked renewed speculation, keeping fans intrigued about what's next.
Are we going to be seeing you fight when you're 50+ years old, setting more records too?
Only God knows.
And what do you want to prove to yourself when you're competing under the bright lights on Saturday at MGM Grand, July 19th, for all the world to be watching?
Oh, nothing is impossible with God. All things are possible.
Now that Pacquiao has completed his comeback, speculation has shifted to a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather. According to former world champion Shawn Porter, however, Mayweather is unlikely to accept the fight unless it aligns with his personal goals, be it legacy or financial gain. Porter believes Floyd makes decisions on his own terms, not based on public demand. Still, Pacquiao remains eager and ready, making it clear that he's open to the challenge. The next move, he says, is in Mayweather's hands.
Talks of Floyd Mayweather rematch. I found that yesterday. I was like, holy shit. I remember coming to see that as a fan in this thing, and now like apparently that's maybe something they're talking about now. We've like seen him come back. Do you think that's something Floyd will entertain?
Are you surprised at all to hear that?
Because I work in the media, I look at it and go, this is a Manny Pacquiao fight week. It helps talk about the event more. But then I'm also, I'm not like, born in the night.
And really, at the end of the day, it's a matter of whether or not Mayweather wants to do it. I'm willing to bet he won't be willing to do it. And I don't think it has anything to do with, him being afraid or anything like that. Been there, done that, and I think Floyd is probably in a position where he feels he doesn't need to do it. If he doesn't feel like he needs to, he won't.
Reflecting on his first bout with Mayweather, Pacquiao shared that he wasn't at full strength that night due to an injury, which limited his performance. Now, fully healthy and reinvigorated, Pacquiao believes he could win a rematch. While he isn't offering excuses, he is pointing to a significant factor that affected the outcome and expressing confidence that, under better conditions, the result could be very different.
But I went over to the Mayweather gym yesterday, and just to serve a pot again one more time. And I asked them, they said, there's already talks happening, and if Manny wins, a rematch with Floyd could happen. And there's going to be a lot of, attention on making that happen. Is that something that appeals to you?
But now, my focus is on Saturday. If you're interested after this fight, why not? Let's talk about that.
Yeah. And you would feel confident. I mean, I know you were confident because we spent all that time together before the first fight. But you feel confident that you can beat this guy. You can hand him his first victory.
Of course.
Former opponent Chris Algieri offered high praise for Pacquiao's unique abilities, saying his punching power is unlike anything else in boxing, even today. What impresses Algieri most is Pacquiao's deceptive conditioning. He may look fatigued, yet continues to strike with sharp angles and relentless pressure. In Algieri's view, Pacquiao remains a stylistic puzzle, defying both age and expectation.
Here's what Algieri had to say about Pacman's legendary punch.
I'm curious now. You felt Danny's punch, and when I've talked to people, they always say that Manny's punch is a really stinging punch, a punch that stays with you.
Yeah.
How do you compare the two?
It's a different punch. I think Manny. I fought a lot of great punchers in my day, and everybody punches differently. It's just a different kind of punch. Manny's power is very surprising. He cuts good angles. You think you're safe, and you're not. I've overheard Tim Bradley talk about that too. Like, he just cuts such good angles and is able to generate power from those positions. It's definitely different.
I remember I asked Shane that same question, and Shane told me there was at one point where he's like, where the hell are all these punches coming from?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You guy moves, and you lose him, and you feel the vision, but you think he's off balance, but he's not. He still is able to crack it.
Yeah.
Like What just hit me?
Behind the scenes, Pacquiao's team is reportedly exploring a possible matchup with Jake Paul. While unofficial, the idea has already sparked discussion. A fight between a boxing icon and a YouTuber-turned-fighter would be unconventional but undeniably attention-grabbing. For Pacquiao, it's a sign of his openness to matchups that offer broad appeal and high visibility, even if they break from tradition.
Manny actually wanted to fight me.
Really?
Yeah, like behind the scenes, like a bunch of conversations. It didn't seem like very exciting, you know?
I get it.
Like, I would just hit him once and he'd just tumble.
Pacquiao must even be older than me, right? He's got to be in his 40s.
Yeah, but some guys that still have it in their 40s and 50s, you know?
Right.
But
right.
he just doesn't give that vibe.
Some boxing analysts are skeptical about a Mayweather rematch, citing concerns over Pacquiao's timing and sharpness after years away from the ring. They argue Mayweather's ring IQ has remained intact, while Pacquiao may have lost a step. Still, the excitement surrounding a potential exhibition fight continues to grow. Analysts admit that while the matchup may favor spectacle over competitiveness, it would capture worldwide attention regardless of the stakes.
Huge in boxing. Boxing needs stuff like that. We don't have it right now.
But my thing is this though. I think Manny don't have this up here no more to really take on a strong fight. And if you get to talking about a Floyd Mayweather, Floyd is always right there, staying condition.
I think it's great for boxing. I think we would all love it. Okay.
In post-fight interviews, Pacquiao reaffirmed that he's not ready to walk away from the sport. He emphasized that as long as he has the passion and energy, he'll continue to fight. For Pacquiao, boxing isn't just a profession, it's part of his identity. He grew up in the ring, built a legacy through it, and still finds joy every time he steps between the ropes.
The fire in my eyes to work out, to discipline like that. And I'm still enjoying training. Like, nothing's changed about, I don't get lazy in terms of sacrifices, training every morning, every day like that. But I'm enjoying it, like before.
It's amazing watching you today. Just the hunger, the speed, and just going through the workout because, Manny, I was done, 33. I said goodbye to the game. You're 46.
Yeah. That's the evidence of you being a passionate with the sport. Like, it's a like part of your life, a boxer, like to fight. And I grow in boxing. As long as I'm still enjoying the training, I'm happy continuing my career.
For years, Pacquiao's political career took priority, with presidential campaigns and public service keeping him away from boxing. But recently, he found both the time and the drive to return. He said the decision wasn't impulsive, it was the result of deep reflection. After dedicating years to serving his country, he realized he still had something left to offer in the ring. His comeback is fueled by renewed purpose and a passion that hasn't faded.
Taking the time out, your legacy is set. You just went into the Boxing Hall of Fame in June. Why come back after 4 years being away from the ring?
It's been since the last 2 years I want to come back, but my family hesitant to let me go. But it just happened that my wife said, okay, you have my approval, like you can still fight. I know your passion. I know you've been eager to come back, but you can fight. She said that you can fight Barrios.
Look, wife says yes, so that means you're all good. You got the green light. What would it mean to you if you win Saturday night and become the first Hall of Famer to come back and win a world title?
It means a lot to me, to my legacy, like the first fighter who won a world title after the Hall of Fame award, and also the oldest welterweight champion.
And you've been away from the boxing ring for 4 years, and there are some things that have changed. Is there anything that you've noticed that's changed in boxing since you've been away from the ring?
Since 4 years, like I feel like so lonely in boxing. This boxing is, I want to promote more boxing. I want to make boxing always in the top, like the top of the mind of the people all over the world.
A potential rematch between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather is projected to be a financial juggernaut, with analysts estimating it could generate over $1 billion globally, surpassing even their first historic bout. With both fighters still holding immense commercial appeal, the hype around such a fight would be unprecedented. Whether it's a sanctioned match or an exhibition, the event would likely break pay-per-view records and draw massive sponsorship deals. Pacquiao has been clear, if the fans want the rematch, he's ready. Now officially out of retirement, he says the door is open. Manny remains confident, not just about returning, but about winning. For him, it's not just a comeback, it's unfinished business. He wants to prove he still has what it takes to defeat one of the greatest defensive fighters in boxing history.
I believe 100% I can beat him.
You came out of retirement because you want a rematch with Floyd Mayweather.
I came out from retirement because it's hard to live when you love a sport, so it's hard to live. But if the rematch will postpone, then why not?
It's fair to say your goal is to rematch with Floyd.
Well, I'm not saying that if the people want a rematch, then
okay,
there's no problem.
Did you feel like you still won the fight on points because he ran from you so much?
When I reviewed the fight, I threw a lot of punches than him, and I connected more than he connected. But like I said, I know how to accept loss. I respect the decision of the judge.
Why is it so hard for people to hit Floyd Mayweather Jr.? What is it about him that he gets out of the ring and it's just like he's been, jogging 7 or 8 miles instead of being in a fight?
Floyd doesn't really care about the fans, how to make them happy, but he cares about himself for just to survive or anything else. And he make the boxing easier than what the fans want to see. If I'm a fan and going there to watch the fight, of course I want to put more action and changing punches like that. But Floyd's mind is different. It's just he wants to hit his opponent, but he don't want to get hit. I believe 100% that I can beat him.
Veteran analyst Paulie Malignaggi expressed caution regarding Pacquiao's return. While acknowledging Manny's legendary determination, Paulie pointed out the undeniable effects of aging, declining speed, slower reflexes, and reduced punching power. He urged fans and critics alike to consider these physical realities when evaluating the comeback.
Pacquiao, at the end of the day, what really matters though is the money. Manny Pacquiao brings in so much money and eyes and attention. He is a global star. He is not just a local celebrity. He is not just a boxing celebrity. He is a globally recognized human being. So him coming back into this sport gets a lot of eyes, a lot of money, and that's why ultimately these guys are going to push him into one of these big fights, which is most likely going to be a world title fight with Barrios.
Paulie, you are always saying it. Rankings and titles should be about merit. We talk about money, talk about draws, talk about how much somebody brings in. You defer to that in a sense, but you always say rankings and titles should be about merit. What's your thought on this?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a silver lining here, right? Yeah. So there's the eyes come back to the welterweight division if you bring a Manny Pacquiao in, right? Because right now the welterweight division is
it's a desert.
I'm 44 years old. I don't think I've ever seen a welterweight division this week and this week in my life,
After his fight with Barrios, Pacquiao reiterated his desire to take on real challenges, not exhibitions. If Mayweather agrees to a second fight, Pacquiao wants it to be a fully sanctioned professional bout. For him, this isn't about showmanship or money. It's about closure, competition, and proving to himself and the world that he still belongs on the elite stage.
There was just talks and rumors all the time about potentially Manny Pacquiao and the Mayweather 2. Was there any truth to that, or is that still kind of up in the air of maybe potentially happening?
It's up to him. If he come out to retirement, we'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao 2.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want to fight. Like, there's a decision.
David Benavidez has voiced his support for Pacquiao's return, stating that if Manny believes he's ready, that decision should be respected. He commended Pacquiao for taking his time and not rushing back, noting that his preparation and self-belief are what make him special. According to Benavidez, if Manny has evaluated all the factors and chosen to return, he deserves every opportunity to compete.
So what makes Manny Pacquiao special
is that he does everything so good. He has great footwork, he has good ring IQ, good defensive slips, good combinations, and I think most importantly of all, he's in there willing to go to war with anybody. So that's really what makes him more important. The most special thing about him is his spirit and his will to fight. I think Manny Pacquiao at age 46 is going to look amazing in my opinion. He has all the experience in the world. He's seen every single fighter, and if he's coming back at 46, it's because he definitely wants to come back and win another world title. I think that one of the oldest world champions has been Bernard Hopkins when he fought at age 49. So, Pacquiao is barely 46 right now. He's a young 46. So I think, he still has a lot left in the tank.
Chris Algieri emphasized that sharing the ring with Pacquiao is more than just a boxing match, it's an experience. From the electrifying crowd to the global media frenzy, Pacquiao brings an energy few fighters ever have. His presence creates a sense of occasion that turns every bout into a cultural moment, transcending the sport itself.
I always say fighting Manny Pacquiao, it's not just a fight, it's an experience. Because there's so much that leads up beforehand. You get the announcement, and it's like I'm fighting a living legend, first and foremost. But then that's when the press tour starts. It's immediate. As soon as it gets out that you're fighting Manny Pacquiao, it begins. And I mean, the immediate obligations that lead up to training camp, the fight week, it's otherworldly. It's completely different than anything else I've ever experienced before then and since then. And fight week is wild. Between the grand arrivals, the press conferences, the open media workouts, the millions of people that are tuned in, that you know and you see it. I mean, you're getting tagged constantly in social media. You're seeing all the people around. You're coming through literally waves of people as you get to venues. I mean, I was signing people's foreheads. I was signing the back of phones. It was something I had never ever experienced before. That's why when I say when you fight Manny Pacquiao, it's not just on fight night. It's everything leading up to it. When you're in the ring and the crowd is waiting on bated breath, and the ref is literally talking to the judge, and you're across the ring, and it's just you and Manny. You're staring at each other, and you're there. You finally, it feels like finally. It takes so long to get there because of what I said earlier about that experience. And then it's just you and him. I always saw him as just another guy, just another man, just another opponent. But man, that first round, as soon as he hit me, that's when I realized, I was like, Manny Pacquiao's Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I expected him to be fast. I expected the footwork. I expected the heavy hands.
Commentator Max Kellerman recently explained why he places Pacquiao above Mayweather in terms of legacy. He pointed out that Pacquiao's achievement of winning world titles in 8 different weight divisions is unparalleled. According to Kellerman, this historic feat cements Manny as one of the greatest boxers of all time, perhaps the greatest.
Manny Pacquiao is a better pound-for-pound fighter than Floyd Mayweather. I actually disagreed with you.
I'm surprised that boxing fans, unless you're caping for a guy, this is pretty straightforward. Pacquiao wasn't able to make flyweight. He was a flyweight who won the lineal championship. So if that's not the most, or one of the 2 or 3 most impressive things in the history of boxing, the fact that he could move up, give me an example of another flyweight who was the lineal champion, moved up, won a bunch of titles in between, and then was that good as a welterweight. Pacquiao won lineal titles, indisputable, that's the man who beat the man, or else putting belts together. No one had ever done it before, ever. No one ever came close to dreaming about doing that, and then Pacquiao did it. So the fact that Pacquiao is even competitive with Floyd Mayweather, who's one of the greatest pure boxers ever, do any of us believe that if they were the same size naturally, Floyd would beat Pacquiao?
With Pacquiao's return now official, conversations have turned to a possible clash with Gervonta Tank Davis. The prospect of a seasoned legend facing off against one of boxing's most explosive young talents is captivating fans. Davis, known for his knockout power and speed, would pose a serious challenge, but Pacquiao seems open to all contenders. While nothing is confirmed, early discussions suggest a generational showdown may be on the horizon.
Gervonta Tank Davis has a 6 to 7 fight deal with the PBC and Amazon for $200 million. That's like $30 million a fight, all right? He also has a fight date for November. El Rayo team has said they're not fighting this year, so he's not the guy. So the question is, who is the guy who is willing to fight Tank by November and can build the fight into a fight worth $30 million? Y'all must be out your mind. if y'all think that Manny Pacquiao versus Gervonta Tank Davis isn't a huge fight, that'll probably be his biggest fight ever. Y'all know that's a big fight because the boxing fans today, they know Tyson, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. That's who they know.
That's all for today's coverage. Be sure to stay tuned for more updates, exclusive interviews, and breaking news from the world of boxing. Until next time.